Hi, this is Daniel Chang. I'm higher than the rest. With the best 303-41510. I have two topics I want to discuss or give my opinion. Is first, why you can't say the N word, why white people shouldn't say nigga, and why um, they can't say it, they shouldn't say it, and how it makes them look totally ignorant when they do say the N word, you know, and to understand why they say the N word. Well, the reason was because that word was used to belittle and to degrade somebody. They took that word, flipped it, turned it around, and turned it into nigga, Nigga, never getting, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. You know, so they flipped the word and embraced it, and they use it to call each other brother. They're not calling each other with the er. You know, they're calling it with Nigga. It's a totally different word now, used similar, but it's to reflect, how they flipped something around and turned a negative into a positive for their brothers. It's something white people couldn't understand. No disrespect intended, but they just couldn't understand that or comprehend that because of that privilege that they've been indoctrinated since the founding of this country. Slaves were used to build this country, and people try to say, "Well, it happened in the past." Everything that happened in the past makes your future. So everything's been coached, trained, learned, and taught. White privilege, white supremacy, the whole thing. It's all been trained, taught, and learned. To a point where it's just naturally indoctrinated into these kids. They grow up that way. But hopefully we have another generation possibly that's looking past all that ignorance. But you can see all the ignorance still left with the writing that's going downtown. Like Black Lives Matter, most of the people that were doing the writing and stuff were white folks. I seen it firsthand. You know, a thief, mostly white folks, and and you can see how they're implementing. They're trying to cause trouble. They're trying to get start problems to where they declare martial law and totally run and control everybody. You know, so but that word, and you shouldn't say it. Even if you listen to hip hop and you're a white kid, you shouldn't say that word because it's not your word to use or even to comprehend or to even understand because you guys really don't say it or really don't understand it. You just say it to be cool, and it's a shame. But besides that point, and that's the truth, whether you like it or not. The reason black folks and brown folks, act so violently and had gangs and things like that is because of the system that they were plunged into that wasn't created for them, or a civilization that wasn't created for them. It wasn't founded for them, you know, like the genocide that was committed on the Indians. Like me, I'm Native American. Like the genocide that was committed on the Native American, the natives, you know, they just simply wanted to get rid of all of them. Just just get rid of them, you know, because they too much willpower, too much soul. They wanted to fight for their freedom. They didn't want their system or their indoctrination, you know, and that's what it is. So remember the Nigga, that worked for brown folks, you know, and even just mostly for dark brown folks, you know, that had ancestors that were in slavery, you know. That word was flipped around and used to give strength, positivity, and now. And most of these people, these kids nowadays listening to hip hop, they say it just to be cool, you know, or think they're cool, but it's not. I Second topic is that snitching thing. How they go, oh, snitching is just a prison thing. You don't snitch when you're in prison. Only somebody that is a snitch would say some shit like that because snitching isn't a some prison rules or prison mentality. That's rules and law of the street. It's law of the jungle. That's a law. Even the preschool teacher didn't, or the kindergarten teacher didn't like the little boy snitching and ratting everybody out. Even, stop being a damn tattletale, you know? And so it's not just a prison. It's not just a prison thing. It's a law. It's a law of the street. It's a law of the jungle. It's a law of being a warrior. There's if you're calling the cops about a child being hurt or some things like that, then that's okay. That's not snitching. You're protecting the innocent. There's rules and laws. There's morals, values, and ethics. People think, oh, they can justify it by saying, oh, it's a prison thing. No, you probably were a snitch in prison or in protective custody because of that type of mentality. Only somebody who was a snitch would say, oh, that's just prison. That's prison stuff. No, it's not. That's the laws of the street. That's the laws of life. There's just certain things you don't tell and you don't, say, you know, and people will never understand that because they're snitches and they don't have no morals, no values, no honor. They don't have no ethics. They don't have that warrior instinct, you know. And people think they justify their actions by being total scumbuckets by saying, "Oh, that's prison mentality." Some people who think that way never even been to prison. They just have high morals, values, honor, and ethics. Things you should and shouldn't do. You know, it's a code, but they don't have the code of honor no more. That was lost to the strong, good men. You know, from the 50s and things like they just don't have that honor in society no more. We've been so feminized, you know, that they just have there's no honor no more. It's all kissing butt and sucking somebody's butthole, you know. It's sucking dick and kissing ass. They don't have no morals, values, ethics, anything of that nature anymore. So that's just the truth. It is what it is. You know what it is. Danny Che, mile higher than the rest. We're the best. 303 41510. Please check us out. Look up the Bras Brothers TV and podcast. Check it out. We got a rap album coming for you, hip hop album with the Mile High Bomber ideas, and we have a comedy album coming at you. So please be on the lookout for that. And I appreciate you. You know what it is, Daniel Che, mile higher than the rest. We're the best. 303 41510. And the 41510 is San Francisco and Oakland. You dig it?